our business finance tutorial section. So today I'll be solving the financial ratios question in the tutorial question. So with today's question, we start with this. So below are extract from the financial statements of Delta Limited for the year ended 31st December 2024. So we have the particulars column here. We have the cash column as well. So we have sales revenue, cost of goods sold, net profit after tax, current assets, current liabilities, total assets, shareholders equity. Required: A. Compute the following ratios: gross profit margin, net profit margin, current ratio, return on equity. B. Interpret the above ratios briefly, commenting on the financial performance and liquidity position of Delta Limited. So this is the question we have so far. So we are going to solve what we were asked there, what was stated beneath the required. So we are calculating gross profit margin, net profit margin, current ratio, return on what? Equity. So let's move straight to our whiteboard. So the first one is what? Gross profit margin. So we've been asked to calculate what? Gross profit margin. So that was the first one. Now with gross profit margin, we know the formula. We know the formula for gross profit margin to be gross profit over sales times 100. So we have to come back to the question and check the gross profit we were given. So in the question there was nothing like gross profit, but we can solve for gross profit. The formula for gross profit is our sales revenue we have here minus our cost of goods sold. That would give us our what? Gross profit. So our gross profit becomes our revenue. The revenue that was given in the question minus our cost of goods sold. So the revenue in the question was given as the 2 million. Minus the cost of goods sold that was given in the question. We have 1, 2. This was the cost of goods sold in the question. So in finding our gross profit, this minus this gives us 800,000. So this is our gross profit. So now since we have gross profit, we can now use the formula. So gross profit is 800,000 divided by our sales. So let's go and check for our sales amount. The sales revenue is the same as our sales amount. So we have 2 million. So divided by 2 million times 100. So I have the answer to be 40%. So we would have to do our interpretation. This was the B part of the question. So I'm adding the A and the B part of the question together to make it simple. So let's interpret now. So this is a brief interpretation I've given. The gross profit of 40%, which is this, indicates the proportion of funds left over from revenues after the cost of goods what expenses per what we just did. So the I move on to the II part of the question. So with the II, we were asked to calculate what? Net profit margin. So with net profit margin, the formula is our net profit divided by sales times 100, where the net profit is the same as the net profit after tax. Now, in some questions, they might not state net profit after tax, but you see preference dividend. Preference dividend is being substituted for what? Net profit after tax. So I come to this side, net profit margin. So net profit margin, the formula is our net profit over sales times 100. So let's check the net profit amount and the sales amount. So net profit amount is 240,000. Our sales amount is 2 million. So net profit after tax 240,000. Sales amount is 2 million times 100. We are getting 12%. So you have to interpret this. So interpretation. We can put them in a table form or a tabular form. I think that one will be easier. So with the interpretation to let me do it here and explain it. Okay, so this is my interpretation. A 12% net margin means that after all expenses and taxes, Delta Limited keeps 12% of sales. Because after the gross profit margin we made a 40%. Here we made net profit margin of what? 12%. Yes. So that's the interpretation I've done here. So I move on to the third one. So the third one, we were asked to calculate the current ratio. So with the current ratio, the formula is giving us our current assets divided by our current liability is to 1. So we have to come and look for our current assets. So our current assets in the question is 600,000. Current liability is 300,000. So current assets 600,000. Current liability 300,000 is to 1. So we have 2:1. So this is our ratio. So we have to interpret it. So after I'm done interpreting, I will explain it. So the interpretation, the ratio of 2:1 indicates that Delta Limited is able to fully pay its current liability or fulfill its short-term obligations. Assuming the answer we had for this particular one was 0.5, it means that we won't be able to cover what? Our short-term obligations or cover our debts. And here lies the case, the answer we are getting for this is what? 2. 2 is greater than 1, so it means I'll be able to fulfill my what? Short-term obligations or pay my what? Current liabilities. So the last one. So the fourth one, let's check it out. We should calculate for the return on equity. Okay, so with return on equity, the formula is our net profit after tax divided by our shareholders' equity times 100. Now, in some questions, what is net profit after tax here? It might not be given, but they will give you preference dividend. It's the same thing. What we call the PD. So take note. In case you don't see net profit after tax and you see preference dividend, you will still use it here. It's the same thing. So let's go on. So let's check the question. Our profit after tax in the question was 240,000. Shareholders' equity was 900,000. So I have 240,000 divided by 900,000 times 100. I'm getting 26.67%. So I would have to do the interpretation as well. Okay, so there's my interpretation. For every CD invested, shareholders are able to earn what? A great what? Return. Yes. So basically with this question, this is how we solve it. Remember, this question is under what? Financial ratios. Where we use a financial statement in analyzing what? The ratios. So this is how we basically solve this particular question.